What's going on, everyone? Austin from Digital Apex here, and got a little fuzz there on the outer lens. Just got off work. There's the E60 right back there, and I'm thinking I really want to take the camera mounting poles off of the car. I'm not gonna lie, I've had them on the car probably a good 2-3 months, and I haven't taken them off, and I kind of want them more just, I don't know, stock look to the car. I say stock, but you guys know what I mean, just like the car itself. And there is like some Digital Apex letters on the actual paint. They're stickers, of course, but I want to take those off because my plan is to actually get an entire decal made. Where is it? There you go. Whoop. A whole decal made for the side door of the car, just to help with the branding for the channel and everything like that. So, but for the time being, I do want to take this stuff off and just kind of make it a more uniform look. So in the meantime, let me show you what it looks like now. So you can see here, this is the entire mount. It is tied to, or not tied, but you can see right there, the mounting point is on the tow hook of the actual rear of the car. Then you have the two suction cups here, and then you can see the mark or the letters here that I kind of want to take off. And this is on both sides, so I don't think I'm going to do this again. I think I'm going to leave it strictly for glass. But yeah, I think the next time you see this, it's going to be completely off. So you essentially have these three tools, and you just have to go in and pretty much undo a lot of these individual bolts that are on each actual, you can see there, these little hex bolts, and they're just everywhere on the actual mount. And you just unscrew them, undo the suction from the suction cups, and that's it. So let's get started. So the camera mount is finally completely off. I hate that this happened, but word to the wise, if you're going to put a camera mount on your car, just know that there can be damages accrued along the way. Let me show you what I mean here. So it might be tough to see on camera, but these individual little hash marks, those guys happened right when a pole slid to the side and the edge of the pole actually scraped the paint, which sucks. And then you've got this dent that happened when I accidentally dropped one of the poles on the trunk. Granted, paintless dent removal can get that out, but just know that if you plan on putting a dedicated car mount for a camera on the back of your car, damages can be accrued. Now, luckily this is not a metallic paint, so filling those spots in, getting it sand buffed and stuff, I'm not gonna have to like send it to a body shop or something, but it's gonna be an inexpensive fix. But I hate that it happened in the first place. But at the end of the day, this is a car with 172,000 miles on it. It's gonna have its dings and dents and whatever, but if I can prevent it in the first place, I really hope so. So in saying that, this is what the car looks like now, if y'all haven't seen it, because I don't know, maybe y'all haven't seen it, but in the interim, I still have to get these letters off. I'm not going to take the one off the actual windshield rear glass, but I am going to take the ones that are off the actual pillar area towards the roof. So I'm gonna do that, and then the next time you're gonna see me, I'm probably gonna be heading to Wolf Pen to get an oil change done on it, and I gotta get an alignment. We were driving towards Atlanta, and we hit a puddle on the side of the road going an okay amount of speed, and I think it knocked the car out of alignment, to be honest. So yeah, that's my light at the house. It's really bright. So yeah, next time you see me, probably gonna be there. Good morning, YouTube. It is Wednesday, September 3rd or 4th, one of those. You can probably hear that guy just started it. Anyways, so plans might have changed. I might not be going to Wolf Pen today, just to get work done on the E60. but I think I'm gonna go to Miguel's house and I think we're gonna kick it there. Don't know if I'm gonna work on the car while I'm over there, because I'm starting to notice in the E60 that the Vanos solenoids probably need to be cleaned. And just as a backstory, they were changed at about 140,000 miles. The car's got 173 on it now, so you're probably thinking, why so soon? And it's because that car right there has bad valve stem seals. So it's a very common issue on the V8 that's in these cars, the N62. But within that, you know, there's a lot of oil consumption issues that can happen, or just like really intense deposits in the motor unless you keep up with the oil changes or do them a little bit more aggressively of a schedule. So like for me, I try to do oil changes every 3,000 miles just because it's a really old car with really high mileage. So ultimately, that's kind of the goal here. I don't think the solenoids are bad. I just think they need to be cleaned out. So you can actually remove them, clean them with like mass airflow cleaner and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at now. So I got the oil yesterday. I do need to get the oil filter from the auto parts store today, and hopefully I can change the oil. I don't know if I'm going to tackle those solenoids today, just because it's kind of a tedious process to get them out of the actual engine block. But in the meantime, let's go take that thing on a drive. We're gonna go to the gym. All right, back at home from the gym, but I forgot today was Wednesday, which is ironic because this is my off day from work. However, I say that because I forgot there's usually car meets on Wednesdays, and the one that I usually go to here local to the Kennesaw Woodstock area actually got shut down last week because of apparently some street racing incident. I'm not going to speak on it. I don't know what happened. It is what it is. But there is a separate meet that's actually happening not too far away from our house, so I might actually go to that one tonight. But in the meantime, I'm gonna head to Micro Center. That's actually a decent drive away. It's probably a 30-minute drive from the house, but I want to get a suction cup mount for this camera for the inside of my car, because I don't know what happened, but I lost my GoPro, and my GoPro had a suction cup mount on it. And so yeah, that's kind of the mercy I'm at right now. So I'm gonna go to Micro Center, gonna get their suction cup mount for a camera, and that way I can do commentary while I'm actually driving in the car. Plus I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have some interior shots as well, just because, you know, not a lot of people get to see a 550i. That's a manual for the E60 BMW chassis, so just figured it'd be kind of cool to show you guys that. And then, honestly, I don't know what else I'm doing for the rest of the day. I debated on washing the car, but I don't know. The weather's so pretty, and I'm feeling really lazy, as bad as that sounds. I do need to change the oil so bad in the car, but I've been so lazy. That sounds really bad to say as a car owner. But either way, I'm still going to Miguel's house. I might visit a shop in Marietta. And then, I don't know. I mean, I might do, I don't know. I have zero plan. Zero plan. So I'll just take you on whatever ride I'm going to go on and hope for the best. Ugh. Come on. That guy. Get your battery. Start her on up. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Honest to God, I'm not using AC anything. It's 73 degrees. Hold on, polarizer. There you go. 73 degrees out here right now. It feels absolutely amazing. Probably the prettiest day that we have had in the past 6 months alone. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it riding with the windows down, because that is the only option, and definitely gonna ride in DTC mode. Look at that, DTC mode right there. For those who don't know, that means dynamic traction control. So that's kind of like for the manual cars. Well, I don't know. I think BMW had that on even non-manual cars, but that's pretty much their version of sport mode for this. And on newer BMWs, it ended up being sport, then sport plus, blah, 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 blah. Just means like minimal traction control. So like you can drive the car to the edge and the car will be like, I'm gonna keep you a little safe. But yeah, well, let's go. All right, for those who don't know what Micro Center is, I don't know if it's a chain or not, but They have the coolest, wow, I don't know why I said it like that. They have the coolest electronic selection. Like, they're Best Buy to a higher extreme. Like, all the racing cockpit and simulators that I had to get and everything for, you know, Gran Turismo 7 and everything, these people had it. They have anything and everything your heart can imagine as far as electronics. And this is honestly the only place that I can find it. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Ooh, DBX matte black. That looks sick. Anyways, so yeah, we're here. I'm gonna get that suction cup mount, and I might not have to hold my camera every time I'm in the car now. All right, so I got it. This is what it looks like. This is the little suction cup mount. It's about 30 bucks. And yeah, we're gonna try opening this. I don't think I need some fancy scissors or anything. The next time you see me, hopefully it's going to be mounted probably on the windshield of the car, just facing me. Not gonna lie, this doesn't look half bad. The camera is upside down, which is fine because I can just flip the footage and post edit, but this is actually pretty nice. So now it's gonna be easier to do commentary while driving, and I can make just casual, I guess, footage inside the car. Granted, I don't think it'll be friendly like with the windows down or anything, but I don't know. This is pretty cool. Huh. Interesting. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna turn on the AC here, close the windows, and just see how it is just driving, just to see like how is, you know, the driving experience. Does it absorb a lot of bumps? What does it do? So let's see. So far, seems to be doing pretty well. Mind you, I'm expecting it to be more jittery, just because naturally I do drive a manual transmission car, and obviously these are not as smooth as, say, like an automatic. Yeah, this looks pretty sweet. Oh, I can't see there. We're doing good. Yeah, this is great. This is cool. Ooh, traffic. So this area of Marietta is really heavy on traffic. So I'm gonna be stuck in traffic for a while. And getting out of here is not the funnest either. I think this guy's turning. Please be turning. No, doesn't matter. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Taking it. Ooh, got it. I done did it. I freaking did it. But now we're at a red light. Man, this is actually really cool. This is a good vantage point. I don't know, do you guys want to see more videos? Maybe I can like put it on one of the back glasses, or windows rather, and maybe I can point it the direction of the windshield, so that way you can see me actually like driving. Let me know in the comments below if you think that'd be good. I think that might be like really interesting footage, especially in a car like this. I'm not saying this is a McLaren or anything, but like for the BMW enthusiast, this is, I'd like to think, kind of an enthusiastic car, so to speak. But so far, this is pretty cool. But I'm gonna cut it because my battery's low, and yeah, I don't want to just necessarily drain it of battery. So far, this mount is actually doing really well. So in the meantime, I have really big goals for this channel. Obviously, I find myself to be a really intricate, hardcore auto enthusiast. I try to be unbiased in a lot of the opinions that I have, though I know I'm a very strongly opinionated person. In saying that, you know, I'll definitely piss some people off, but I also don't kind of care, to be honest. Just because the beauty of
the automotive community is that you're supposed to share opinions. You're supposed to have opinions and be opposing to, other people. But in saying that, I really want to turn this into a channel that, you know, people can find the absolute best in automotive enthusiast content. So that's kind of where the name came from, Digital Apex, because apex can mean a few things. Obviously in racing and such, the apex of a corner and such. But sometimes you can see apex being used as almost like a peak or, kind of a pinnacle, as you will. So I want this to be kind of one of the best automotive enthusiast content creation channels. Anything from car spotting to just, normal car photography, videography, rollers, things like that. Those are things that I really want to capture in essence. And I'm hoping that I can bring the community together here, especially in Georgia, because I am in the Atlanta area. I'm in North Atlanta, Kennesaw to be exact. And the Kennesaw, Woodstock, Marietta area of North Atlanta is a very heavy automotive enthusiast centered culture spot. I know that was a mouthful, but that's the reality of it. And so kind of want to capitalize on that. And yeah, and I really like connecting with people over cars. Let me close the sunroof really quick. I love connecting with people over cars. Growing up, I worked on cars a little bit, and I was surrounded by cars. Whether it's Miguel and him and his Honda Miata. He had a really sick Acura TL that I loved to pieces. It also scared the shit out of me because that was the first car that I've ever done like a serious pool in, and yeah, I think it was nuts. And getting into adult life, I've been in the auto industry ever since I got out of high school, which was 2015. I worked at Hyundai in the service department as a porter, worked my way up to sales, switched to BMW, and, then went to Chevy for like 3 weeks. Hated that. No offense. And then found myself working for Kia, which I work for now. And I love the automotive industry. I love car sales. I love the people that you meet, and even, people, again, on the enthusiast level. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole mantra of the channel. Holy cow, traffic is coming to a standstill. Woo, person next to me damn near almost rear-ended somebody. Holy cow. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of my main thing here. But man, I'm so loving this suction cup mount is everything. I mean, it looks so sick. So hopefully this is a new vantage point for content for a lot of you people. So, and if you guys have questions about E60 ownership, granted, I've got the 550i, so I'm more V8 knowledgeable versus, say like the 535 with N54 or, the older 530s or 525s, whichever. Definitely drop some questions in the comment section below. Hopefully I can help out because this car, granted, came with a lot of receipts from the previous owners, but this car does have its problems. I mean, you can probably hear it in the audio now, but my whole drive shaft needs to be rebuilt because the center bearing's bad and the U-joints are bad. So I'm just going to get that completely rebuilt. The valve stem seals are shot in this car, which, depending on where you go, and in current times, that's anywhere between a $4,000 job to, 9 or 10 grand if you go like full retail at a BMW dealership, just because that's like a 35 to 45 hour job. And it's typically an engine out service. And if you're going to do it, might as well reseal the engine anyway. So you're doing, rear main seal, valve cover gaskets. I mean, everything. And then all four wheels on this car are bent. They're ever so slightly. You can't see with the naked eye, but when you get about 67 to 70 miles an hour in this car, it starts to shake a lot. I'm not going to say a lot, a little tiny bit. Not too terrible, but I can feel it. A normal passenger might not feel it too much just because, I don't know. This car is really comfortable nonetheless. So yeah, there's that. And then right now, I don't really have too many issues as far as like, I know I was talking about the Vanos solenoid earlier in this video, but that's just a mild issue because I can tell that they're dirty and sometimes the car will be a little bit, lackluster in terms of power, especially in the low end. And that's a very common symptom of the Vanos solenoids either needing to be replaced Holy cow, a whole truck of Corvettes on the other side. The Vano solenoids need to be replaced or cleaned out. With the age of these in this car, because I've got receipts of when the Vano solenoids were replaced prior on this car, I'm pretty confident they just need to be cleaned, not replaced. So, again, I don't think I'm going to physically take them out myself and do anything with them just yet. So yeah, this car has its issues. Not to mention the aesthetic aspect. So with any car with 173,000 miles, this thing has rock chips on the front. You know, the roof is very heavily oxidized, which I've been told by quite a few people that it should be repairable. So just cut it, polish it, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. I'm not a paint guru by any stretch of the imagination, and luckily this is not a metallic paint. And then, yeah, I mean, it's got PPF on the front, but it does have to be replaced. The PPF is just, I think it's like 3, 4 years old now. So it's definitely getting up there in age, and I think it should be replaced. I think that'd be a smart thing to do, but got to take it off and then reapply it. And it wouldn't make sense to reapply it on a front bumper that has a ton of rock chips on it, because why would you do that? Oh, BMW motorcycle. What is that? It's an S1000, baby. I wish you guys could see it, but there was a BMW S1000 rendition. Really pretty. White with like, look like some motorsport livery on it. Super sick. But yeah, so it's kind of my like baseline on this car. Ooh, we're about to cross 173,000 miles. We're at 172,999. I love when they cross over that threshold. Heck yeah. So yeah, that's my spiel there. And I did want to take this time to actually like record while driving on the interstate, going higher speeds, over bumps and things like that with this suction cup mount, because I do want to see how the footage is going to look. And I might even start different playlists, like just random talks, like opinionated things while driving. I don't know if that's a dumber idea or not, or if that would be entertaining by any stretch of the imagination, but I might just do that just for the sake of content and like, yeah, starting a, you know, conversation with the automotive community. Yeah, like those downshifts, man, it's like I'm a pro at this or something. Or something. Traffic's definitely come to a slow snail pace. See, here's the issue with North Atlanta. Atlanta's already a huge city, right? It's got, I think, like 7 or 8 million people, right? And it's not that spread out. But people are going out of the normal city limits and pretty much expanding. So places like Kennesaw, Marietta, Woodstock, even Canton now, which is like 45 minutes north of Atlanta, they're all packed. Like during rush hour traffic, this is literally stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. And it's nuts. It's nuts. So it's not really any place that you can avoid traffic out here, but it's just where we're at here with Atlanta and their traffic. Love this. There we go. Now we're getting above 60. Did I hold that weird? No, I was like, eh. Going to hell for that. I'm sorry in advance. Let me switch lanes here. There's that BMW. You might see it pass through the window glass there. There it is. There it is. Oh, goodbye. I love you. So it's an S1000 XR. That's what I read on the side of it. It looks like more of a touring bike versus like a straight up crotch rocket. Either way, it looks sick. I love motorsport livery on anything, especially BMW. Yeah. There we go. This is turning into a longer like vlog episode thing. Whatever.
Guys, guess what? This is Austin.
That's Miguel.
I'm Miguel. And together, we're broke.
We're broke.
We're pretty broke. Because, no, I gotta start over, I forgot. Hey guys, this is Austin. I'm Miguel. These are turbos. And we're broke.
Because of turbo.
Because of turbos. So, as you guys know, I'm trying to modernize the Z. And as part of it is getting some new turbos. So we're gonna unbox my new 2560 turbos. Right here.
These things are beautiful.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. The box is so nice.
It's got a race car on it. It's got a Formula 1 car on it.
That's how you know it's serious business.
Advancing motion.
Because it says performance on it.
So it has to be serious.
So it has to be serious business. All right, let's crack these bad boys open, man.
You have a knife? Because I don't have a knife.
Oh yeah, I've got a knife.
You got... Oh, jeez.
Wait, why are you unboxing my turbos?
Is this marble? What is this? Pearl?
That's abalone, baby.
Abalone?
Yeah.
You got a bologna knife? Alimony?
It's that boar's head knife.
That boar's head knife. I just
That
got.
boar's head bologna knife. Fresh listeria.
Fresh listeria.
All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, so in the box, you're presented with some foam.
It's our favorite part.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Nope, can't look. It's alive.
Yo, oh man, turbos are heavy. Oh my goodness, look at this thing.
That thing's massive.
Nah, I mean, it's pretty big. It gets the job done. So these are 2560s from Concept Z with billet wheels. Come here, look at this. Look at this shininess. So what they do is they take the CHRAs out, the center, machine new wheels out of billet aluminum, put them in there, balance the turbos, and what it does is it allows you to spin these turbos up more than the normal ones, giving me an extra, I don't know, maybe 50 horsepower. These are rated for like 650, so with my power goal of 500, I should be pretty good, right? You never want to max out your turbo, so I think I'm gonna be in a good range here. Let's crack open the other one, because anything that's good on its own is better with two. All right, what's this phrase? More is more.
It's never less is more.
No, more is more. When it comes to turbos, more is more.
God. Yeah. That's gonna have to be the thumbnail.
These things are heavy, dude. Yeah.
Twins.
We're expecting twins.
These are
So,
expensive
yeah,
twins.
I can't wait, man. The wheels.
Oh, that's cool.
Did it spin?
Yeah, it did. It does.
Did it spin?
Yeah,
Wow. I mean, these wheels are so light. Like, honestly, someone with emphysema could probably spool this. Yeah. If you listen
great.
closely, you hear the sound of my money being burned. Yeah, 2560s. I think these are probably, in my opinion, the best turbo for the 300ZX. What am I looking for here? Yeah. So I've been saying 2560, but they're 2560Rs.
R for race.
Yeah, R for a race. So these are ball bearing turbos, the biggest like advancement in turbo technology that we can make, because the journal bearing turbos in the 300. Let me start over. I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, buddy. Talking about twinsies.
Yeah. So these 2560Rs are ball bearing turbos, and typically factory turbos are journal bearing, so they don't spool as fast, they take a while, they can be pretty laggy, and when you're upgrading turbos, that's often something that people forget about. They're shooting for these super high horsepower numbers, like, oh, I want 800 horsepower, 900 horsepower. What's drivability like, right? Because you can have an 800 horsepower 300ZX that doesn't really start spooling until 5,000 RPM, and then you got to shift in 2,000 RPM later. So these to me are probably like the best middle ground, where you get decent power but you get great spool and you're not waiting forever. The smaller option will spool up faster, but it kind of falls off at the top. And I don't really want that. So yeah, these are them. What do you think, Austin?
Love it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Am I going to get some turbos? Maybe I should get some for the BMW.
You should, bro.
I don't know. Nobody's ever boosted an N62 before. There's a supercharger kit from ESS, but not a turbo kit.
What else is here? Also came with something else. Oh, this is boring. I don't care about that.
Give the people what they want.
Okay, fine. So the turbo kit from CZP comes with gaskets. Comes with stainless oil lines. It comes with bolts and stuff. Also clamps and things. And along with the clamps and stuff, you get hoses and the like.
We like hoses.
Yes. These hoses you can trust. And couplers for the turbos.
Oh,
so yeah,
interesting.
it's the full kit, everything you need. When you're upgrading your turbos, you want new water lines, you want new oil lines, you want new couplers, because the last thing you want to do on a 300ZX is take the engine out, put turbos on, put them back in and realize that the old hoses you used are leaking, because then you got to do it all over. Do it right, do it once. There it is. Twin turbskis.
Twin turbskis. So with this custom 300ZX build, there's going to be a lot of questions along the way. I'm not really well versed on custom builds or anything like that. Miguel is, but for the sake of it, I'm going to let him actually kind of explain some things here.
Yeah, so one of the coolest things about the 300ZX is that it was ahead of its time. Everybody knows that. To its detriment sometimes, but for the most part, it's pretty good. It actually came with water-cooled turbos from the factory, which is a pretty modern thing. And this was in 1995. So that's one of the best things about upgrading the turbos is that you get a lot of reliability out of even aftermarket turbos. If you got any questions about these 2560Rs, leave them in the comments. Let me know. And yeah, they're pretty heavy.
Yeah.
The turbos will make up for the muscles I lack.
So yeah, if you have any questions whatsoever, you know, this clip's going to be in my vlog, but he's also going to have his whole separate YouTube channel, which I've linked in the prior video, but I'm going to link in this video as well. And you can definitely leave him direct questions, especially if you have a 300ZX yourself. So that way he can guide you guys along, because his build is going to be absolutely nuts. And I can't wait for it to be finished. How long do you think it's going to be until it's finished? Best case scenario.
Best case scenario is done before my birthday in November.
That's right around the corner, because it's September now. So that's 2 months.
Yeah.
So we're talking in 2 months, a 500 to 600 horsepower 300ZX hitting the streets of Atlanta. That's absolutely insane. So give him a follow on his YouTube channel, subscribe, like his videos, share them, because his build's going to be absolutely nuts. All right, so I just got home and I stopped at a place that was supposedly having a meet, and I went through and it really wasn't busy. There's maybe 2 or 3, 4 cars there, so I wasn't going to stay for that. So just got home and I'm going to wrap up this vlog, and I appreciate you guys watching. Definitely like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more car content. I'm going to be going to way more meets and just trying to get as much content as I can for you guys and keep making it quality, essentially. So, but yeah, my name's Austin from Digital Apex, and I'm out.